Hi, Ramona. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's so good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with me. I really just wanted to get your feedback on the program, what was it was like working with us, and I'm just so proud of everything that you've done. And so I just knew that you would be the right person.
Oh, I'm excited to be here. Absolutely.
So I just have a couple questions for you. I guess my first question, Ramona, is, what were you struggling with before getting into high ticket sales? I guess like what made you want to break into this space in the first place?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think like I always knew I wanted more out of my life. I didn't do the traditional school route stuff. Like I probably disappointed my parents there a little bit, but I was just struggling with like constantly going from 9 to 5 to 9 to 5, not having any freedom to like do the things that I want. I'm really into traveling, like I'm in California right now, so I wasn't able to do that. And I just wasn't really happy. I was just always counting towards the weekend, and that's when I really knew I needed to make a change.
It's just kind of like that rat race, right? Where like it's not working, and so it's time to branch into something new, right?
Exactly.
And
Hmm.
so, what was your first impression of me and digital closers?
Yeah, I mean, I honestly thought you guys were super authentic and just kept things real and straight to the point. And I just liked how poised and confident you are. I'm pretty introverted myself, as you know, after teaching me. So I just was like, oh my gosh, I want to learn from her. I want to grow just as much as I saw you grow over the years as well.
Oh, thank you. I love it. And so what has been your experience working with us so far?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely, obviously, I'm going to develop my skill set, right? Like the biggest thing for me was my tonality would always stay the same throughout my calls. Like I would understand the science, the framework, I would dial that in, but I wouldn't like change my tonality at all. So I learned that from you. That was a big thing. But outside of that is just like who you actually have to be as a person in order to be a really successful closer. So the mindset of a winner, right? That's the biggest takeaway for me specifically.
100%. Closing is an art, it's a science, it's a sport, and you need to have that right mindset, right? If you want to be a top producer, you have to think like a top producer. You have to have the habits of a top producer. So I'm really glad that you grasped that. And tonality for sure. It's not what you say, right? It's how you say it, right? What do you think that I did really well, and what do you think that I could have improved on?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I necessarily think you need to improve on anything. I think like we vibe really well together. Our personalities mesh together. So I learning from you was like the easiest decision I made. So the way you teach just it resonates for me. I don't really know what else to say besides that. Like just the way you flow throughout the your teachings, you make it make sense. And if I didn't understand anything, I think you would just try to explain it in a different way, use different examples until I did get it. So I think that was really valuable for me.
Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And can you share any specific wins or milestones you've achieved since applying what you learned from our training?
Yeah, I would say just getting better habits in place, like in terms of making sure I review a call every day, right? Hitting my role plays. I think once you have like a week or two where you're just like getting deal after deal, you think you've made it until you have a week where you have like no wins at all. So it's just doing those little things. I think those have really helped me excel into like a wonderful closer and been able to get me at the top of my game.
I love that. I love that. And so, what has been your biggest month in sales so far?
Yeah, so my biggest month has actually been $18,000 in sales so far. Haven't cracked that 20K yet, but I'm looking to do that soon.
I love it. Well, hey, that's good. That's what some people make in a year, right?
Yeah,
Do that in
that's very
1 month.
true.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I love to hear that. And so if what would you say to somebody who is on the fence about joining digital closers? What would you say to them?
Honestly, you just have to do it. I think like if you're in a position like I was where I was just so sick and tired of my life. And I was only like, what, 20 some years old. I was super young and I just hated everything. If you're in that same position that I was in, you'd need to just like do something different and get after it. It's not going to be the easiest thing that you do. You will have to put your head down and work, but it's totally worth it if you have bigger goals and bigger dreams. There's just nothing like the digital world out there where you can just make money within an hour, right? It's like it's insane. So I think just do it.
100%. And it's crazy. A lot of the times people, they don't even know this space even exists, right?
Yeah, I didn't know about it either until I think Juan showed me a YouTube video about closing one time, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a no-brainer."
Yeah.
But yeah, just have the conversation, ask your questions, and just go for it.
100%. Like people actually do this, and it's kind of one of those jobs that, you know, are so high paying, but nobody talks about, right? So
Mhm.
amazing, amazing. I'm glad you found this space. And so lastly, is there anything else you'd want to share with someone who's thinking about working with me or digital closers?
Yeah, I mean, I just think whenever you're trying to find a coach, you need to find someone that you definitely vibe with, you understand their learning style. So everyone at Digital Closers is amazing. You, Quan, Derek, all of you guys are amazing. I think obviously I worked mostly with you. So just have the conversation, ask your questions, and just show up every single day. You're incredible. You're always like one text away, one phone and call away. I'm sure you've helped me through many mental breakdowns during my time. So I think just go for it and crush your goals for the rest of 2025.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ramona. I really, really appreciate you, and you have a bright future ahead. It was an honor. It was a pleasure to work with you, and thank you for taking the time to do this with me.
Thanks. I appreciate it.